Hey everybody, I'm here after the AGM with Coach Ken Simmons. You're probably like the most senior coach we have in the state, Ken?
Potentially.
Maybe, right?
Maybe. It's been about 40 years.
40. Oh my God. Coach of UF, of course. How's the team looking this year?
The team looks very promising. We have probably 15 to 16 brand new rookies that joined us, all very athletic. Another 7 or 8 that have played before that joined us this season, and we have about 20 that returned from last year.
So you have like 50 players?
Probably 50 on paper. We get about right at 30 or so at each practice.
But
due to school and all that
your
stuff.
roster grows throughout the season,
and
right?
it grows. These guys are recruiting daily.
Yeah, the college rosters are one of the, they are the highest in the state.
That's correct.
You guys reach 70, 80.
Right. I think
80
we had
kids.
about 70 registered last year. So we expect to get there this year again.
This is going to be a little bit of a different season, right, in the FCC, because you guys have this, it's like a intermediate year between now and then what's going to happen next year. Are you happy with this structure that you've arrived?
Yes, I think so. What we did was bringing into the FCC. We have all the colleges of Florida in there now, and of course you're trying to figure out how should we do the brackets and everything. So by what we're doing is our original 7 in the conference will go down to 5 after next year, and the clubs that are in D2 that are playing D2 this year, they get to fight for that spot too. So everybody gets a shot at getting into that. Basically the top 4 are guaranteed in. After that it's promotion relegation. There will be a tournament of all those teams to decide who gets to go into that 5th spot.
You know, the only thing I don't like entirely is that there's a chance because like the best team of D2 basically plays with the last teams of D1 when they make those
Right.
games. But there's a chance that nobody moves up from D2. There's a chance.
There's always that chance. Yes, there is always that chance.
I would have preferred to see, okay, somebody's going to go up for sure.
Right.
But we don't know. I think if they are that good, they should. But
Okay, well, that's something that can be looked at in the future, for sure.
And this, to shrink the top amount of teams, the goal is to make them better, right?
Correct.
And eventually get to a D1A.
That's correct.
Do you think how long is that gonna take?
Well, our goal is to get there within 5 years.
5 years. Well, that is something that is amazing that you guys actually plan for 5 years, because I don't think many within Florida Rugby we have too many.
No, we have a really good group of people working in each of the clubs, and Kirk is doing an outstanding job with us as commissioner.
As we mentioned, these large rosters, wouldn't there be a space there to have a second-tier championship? The guys are competing for something?
So as a matter of fact, we've done that in the past, and we will try and do that again when we get. We have to have enough teams that have that.
Yeah, the problem is not everybody has
Right,
those.
not everybody has that, but a few years back with Florida State and University of Florida, we're each fielding 3 sides.
Yeah.
We were able to, we actually had a Division I and a Division II championship with that. A A and a B championship, however you want to call it.
It is looking again like a very competitive championship, because last year, to be honest, other than maybe one team, all of the rest sort of had a chance until it was decided,
Yeah, I can tell you right now, I have no idea what the top teams are going to be in our next year's conference.
Everybody's like a top team, yeah.
It's every game is going to be
very nicely. What about these new teams we're going to have 2 new teams apparently?
I'm looking forward to seeing them. We're already talking to them, trying to schedule games with them.
Oh, great,
and,
yeah.
Get that going, because they need to be able to play teams
Exactly, yeah.
outside of their little bracket, and we need to experience. It gives us a chance to develop some of our players and give them a real test.
Last question. Today we elected a college VP of women, okay?
Yep.
the question I wanted to ask is, it just seems to me like the college women's and men, they are sort of very disaligned. It's like they just, each division plays very separately. Like I would sort of assume that like if you, not everybody has a women's team, but most have. Like
Right.
of the 7, at least 5 have. Why wouldn't you like play always aligned? Like if you're playing, you know, FSU, so the women's are also playing.
Yeah, we try and
is
do
that
that.
too hard?
No, well,
Maybe it is.
sometimes it is, and maybe with the new VPs they can sort that out. But we've done that. I know it's, at least for friendlies, we've done that a couple of times where we would line up our games with FSU. Men and the women would travel, would play our games, and in fact, last year, the Hogs played the Tallahassee team, the women played, and then we played A and a B game.
That's great because
It was a long day of rugby, but
nice
we had
crowd,
all
you
the
can-
Gainesville people were there.
You can sell food, make some money.
Right.
It's a great day of rugby. Okay,
Yeah.
and the last question is actually who's going to win the World Cup other than Uruguay? What's your prediction?
My prediction?
It's sort of tough to pick. Huh?
It's tough to pick, but I would pick. I think I'd still have to pick Ireland.
Ireland? Okay, they did win today against.
Did they? I was going to ask
sorry.
you. How'd they?
Sorry.
That's okay.
I ruined it for you.
No, I don't mind.
There was some
I
guy
just
watching
watch
the game there
games.
in the AGM. So-
No, but you know, I thought France, but they're not as doing as well.
This
And,
World Cup is as interesting as the FCC, you know.
It is.
You really don't
It
know
is.
who's gonna. There's not a clear.
time for anybody to win it.
Yeah. Hey, Ken, always nice to see you.
Good seeing you,
Hopefully
Charlie.
I'll see you probably in Old Florida day.
Okay, sounds good.
Thank
We'll
you very
see
much. Bye bye.
then. Okay, bye.